Hello, I'm back. My name is Mark Hausman. Last time you saw me was I was ranting against the new upcoming Johnny Depp Tim Burton movie, Dark Shadows. I'm still disappointed about the direction they're taking on it, but I think I've gotten a little bit more at ease with it, I guess. I always said I was going to see it, and I am still going to see it. And then I'll give you a review after that, and let's see how it goes. Well, what I want to do now is talk a little bit about some of the movies that are coming out this summer that I have really been looking forward to, or some that are already out now. Uh, Let me give you a list first. Uh, the Three Stooges, Battleship. I saw a trailer of that at the movies when I saw The Hunger Games, and I also want to put that on the list, but I've already seen it. Men in Black 3, and I really want to see The Rock of Ages. That looks really good to me. I'm a pretty good fan of the Rock Star with Mark Wahlberg. Prometheus, that was supposed to be a kind of a prequel to Alien. Um, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Killer. I heard a couple things about that, but I'm kind of want to see that. Uh, Not too crazy about the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. I want to see the Dark Knight Rises, um, Total Recall, and I think that's about it for what I'm really looking forward to. Um, I have seen some previews for the Avengers. I do like Iron Man. I never did see Thor or I guess any of the other ones that are connected with that. But let me first talk about the Three Stooges. Now, when I first heard that they were making this, I was excited because I'm a real huge Three Stooges fan. Always watched the Three Stooges, and I still do. But when I first heard that they were going to make this, I thought, well, I mean, yeah, that's okay, but it's probably going to be really stupid because how can anybody portray those three guys like those three guys did? Um, but this movie that's coming out, and I believe it's coming out next week, um, April 13th. It's directed by the Farley brothers, Bob and Peter. It stars Sean Hayes, and forgive me as I try to pronounce this last name, Chris Diamantopoulos. Wow. And Will Sasso. Now, what was funny is when I first saw the real short trailer and I saw Will Sasso as Curly, I thought, man, he seems awfully a lot taller than all the other guys. And I started thinking, well, maybe I better go back and check my DVDs and see if that's really true. And actually, he was taller than Mo and Larry. So that kind of set me off. I don't know what, big deal is about that, but, I just want to keep him as much to the original guys as possible. But anyway, when I saw this trailer, and it first came on and it showed the orphanage, and it had the voiceover, showing uh, this car coming down the street and coming around in front of the orphanage and throwing this bag in the front. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was the Three Stooges or whatever. But when that nun opened up that duffel bag and out came two little fingers, and that nun falls over, and then it shows those three little babies there of, the Larry, Curly, and Mo, I thought I was going to die. I mean, and after that, I was in stitches. I never laughed so hard at a trailer in all my life. When the Will Sasso as Curly takes the iPhone, puts it up to his eye, and says, "Hello, hello, nobody's there," or something like that. Not a very good impression, but I thought that was, oh God, I thought that was so funny. And oh, when the lobster is put down Larry's pants, holy Toledo! I thought I was going to come unglued. But the more I see of this and the little extra things that they put in the new trailers, I'm rather impressed. They look exactly like them. They act just like them, and I tell you what, I don't think anybody else could have done as good of a job as these three actors. Um, I could have sworn that Will Sasso did an impersonation of Curly, or either on Mad TV or something, but I just seems like I remember him doing that. But anyway, that no better person could they have picked for Curly. I never seen too much of the gentleman that played Mo. I've never really heard too much about him. I have heard about Sean Hayes, who plays Larry. Um, I believe it was a sitcom, and I believe it was Will and Grace or something like that. But I never really watched that show. But I have seen him before. But they all do just such a wonderful job, and I'm really hoping that the movie is as good as the trailer depicts. Of course, you know that the Three Stooges is slapstick comedy, but I'm also seeing some good one-liner jokes, especially when that one line where the bell falls on the nun, and Will Sasso says, uh, I don't know the name, but I don't know the person, but it kind of rings a bell or something like that. I can't remember, but not very good at remembering lines. But I just really think this is a good movie, gonna be a good movie, and I am going to go see it. On Friday the 13th. Oh boy, what are they trying to do? Are they them really brave? And also, I have already seen The Hunger Games, and that stars Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson and Liam Hemsworth, Elizabeth Banks, and let me see, the director is Gary Ross. And I went and saw this with a few members of my family, and I just really liked this movie. I had not heard anything too much about it. I'd seen a couple of previews, but I hadn't heard too much about it. I've heard some of my students in my reading classes that I teach talk about this book series, and I didn't know what they were talking about, but now I'm interested, and I may use one of these books as one of the books I use in my reading class. And maybe we can go see the movie or rent it, and if it's that far ahead in time. But I was just really impressed. There's a lot of violence. It's rated PG-13, but there's still a lot of violence. But of course, this whole premise of the future basically being ran by these games. And I just thought the theme and the whole theme of the movie, which was to me was sacrifice and sacrificing for those you love, and doing whatever you can to help them survive. And I thought that was wonderful. The acting was very good. the Josh Hutcherson. I believe he is the actor that was in movies like RV. Um, what was the oh, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and the new Mysterious Island, Journey 2. I believe that's him. I have to do a little bit more research on that. But let me see. What else did I say that I was... Battleship. Now, I don't know too much about this. I've only seen one trailer, and that was when I was at the theater. Um, but it looked pretty impressive. And that's coming out May 18th. Men in Black 3 looks really good. I like the concept of the Will Smith character going back in time to find Tommy Lee Jones' character. I like that idea. Of course, I love movies about time travel. Excuse me. Rock of Ages is coming out June 1st. That stars Tom Cruise, Russell Brand, and Alec Baldwin. Now, like I said before, I am a huge fan of Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg. I really like that movie. That wasn't really a musical per se, but Rock of Ages is a musical. I was really surprised to see that Tom Cruise was the lead player and singing. And some of my favorite songs are from Def Leppard, Journey, I think, and well, I can't think of them right now. But it is from an adaptation of a Broadway musical, and I haven't really heard too much about that. So I'm looking forward to that one. Prometheus, which comes out on June 8th. This is, well, they say it's a prequel to Ridley Scott's Alien, which I like all those. I remember the first time I went and saw the first Alien, I was on a date, and we really had a good time watching the movie. Now, I mentioned Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I haven't seen any trailers of this. I've just heard about it. That comes out in June 22nd, and it stars Dominic Cooper, Anthony Mackie, and Benjamin Walker. I don't know who's directing. It's going to be in 3D. Oh, I'm sorry. It's directed by Timur, oh boy, Bekmambetov, who directed Wanted. It's based on a Grammy Smith's, Grammy, I think that's how you pronounce it, novel. But I think that's, except for maybe Dark Knight Rises, which comes out July 20th. Of course, it stars Christian Bale and Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Hathaway. So I haven't seen any trailers, which there probably is, but I haven't seen any. But this is going to introduce Catwoman. That's about all I know. So I am looking forward to that. I am also looking forward to the remake of Total Recall. It's going to star Colin Farrell and Kate Beckinsale. Of course, you know the original was done by Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1990, which I really liked that movie. And I was a Terminator fan too. I still am. Not really sure if I'm a fan of him, per se. But there's some other ones that I won't really talk too much about, but are worth mentioning. Paranorman which comes out August 17th, the day before my birthday. Dogfight, have no idea what that is. The Bourne Legacy, now this is supposed to be August 3rd, but it does not have Matt Damon. That's My Boy. We're backing up in time a little bit here, back to June 15th. This stars Adam Sandler, Andy Samberg, and James Caan. I'm an Adam Sandler fan. I really like a lot of his movies, so that would be something to look forward to. Okay, well, if any other movie comes up that I want to talk about and throw darts at, or give an award to, I'll let you know, and I'll post it. Please give any of your comments. Be nice. You know, it's nice to be nice. Okay, well, thank you, and goodbye.